What's up, guys? Memorex, back to a brand new video, and today for this video we have Ben 10 versus Green Lantern, Cartoon Network versus DC Comics Death Battle. This is another one of the death battles that Brayden recommended to me, saying that it pissed him off. This is obviously leading up to the video where he said, where it's a compilation of death battles that pissed him off, basically. Well, it's a video talking about all the death battles that just don't make sense or whatever. So this is one of them, though. So I'm ready to see this. I obviously know Ben 10. Green Lantern, well, I do obviously know Green Lantern because he's iconic. I don't know how overpowered Green Lanterns get in the comics. Like, I'm sure it's because, you know, comic characters, they get crazy overpowered. But I don't know exactly how overpowered Green Lantern is. So I'll let that fella explain it to me, and then I'll decide from there if I think it can get past like Alien X or Clockwork or something like that. Ooh, I got hiccups. But yeah, before we get started though, before we get into all this, try to go back to old Lightheart stuff, I want to take a quick moment to say rest in peace, Kaylee Hato. I believe that's how you say her name, I think. So for those of you who don't know who she is, I'm sure we all obviously love Godzilla. Most of y'all subscribe to me. You probably seen Godzilla vs. Kong, Godzilla X Kong. Well, Kaylee Hato, she played the little deaf girl Gia. That's who she played in Godzilla. Apparently, she passed away this morning. Like, and I literally just found this out. Like, literally, I turned my computer on, was getting ready to record, and I just found this out. Like, it popped up on my screen. I'm like, what? Because I haven't really been on my phone like that all day, because I've been at work all day. But it's like, when I saw it, I was like, what? Especially when I found out she's literally only 18 years old, and she just passed away. Apparently, she passed away in a car crash this morning. I'm just like, oh my God, bro. Like, I'm 18 years old. That's scary. I'm sorry. I got the hiccups. It's not time to have that. Hearing someone that young pass away in a car crash is insane. This is why you gotta watch who you get in a car with. Because she wasn't the driver, by the way. Pretty sure she was with, I don't know, a friend or somebody like that, and he was the driver. And that was, I'm pretty sure when I heard the guy made it, but she's the one who passed away. But you gotta be careful who you get in the car with, man, because you never know what could happen, bro. I've talked about stupid drivers before in my videos, but that is just insane. I'm pretty sure he was speeding down the road or whatever and veered off into a ditch, and I guess she died in the crash, man. That is just sad to hear, man. You gotta watch who you get in the car with, because oh my God, bro. Like, literally, I sat down, saw that, and I was just like, oh my God, like this. Like it genuinely hurt when I saw that, because she was so young. I'm pretty sure she was actually deaf in real life. I don't think that was just for the movie. I think she was actually deaf in real life. Like, it was just so sad to hear that, man. Like I'm not trying to take away from the lightheartedness of my videos stuff like that, but I just feel like I needed to take a minute, especially since we're all big Godzilla fans. I feel like we need to take a minute and address that, man. That was just so sad to hear, man. And it hit me like a dang truck. I'll be honest, I almost didn't record for a second, but I was like, I'm still gonna record my video. I'm just gonna, you know what I'm saying, get it out, let her know that's sad to hear. Like, life still gotta go on either way. So my condolences to the family of Haley. I think was it Kaylee or Haley? Yeah, Kaylee Hato. Yeah, this one I'm talking about. Yeah. My condolences to the family, and I'm sorry to hear about that. And rest in peace, Kaylee Hato. Anyhow, let's go ahead and get into this to bring things a little bit back more lighthearted, because I'm sure I probably just hit some of y'all like a truck if you hadn't already seen the news. But let's go ahead and get back to this, get back to things a little more lighthearted, bring things back. Now, like I said, don't know much about Green Lantern in the comics, so we about to find out. Overall, though, I feel like Alien X should be a stomp. I mean, with Alien X, Alien X literally survived the universe being destroyed, and then he recreated that same universe. So, well, he made an exact copy of it, but anyhow, let's get to it. Game of Tyson cards. That their own Death Battle trading card game?
For years, humans have gazed at the stars, contemplating the possibilities of first contact with an alien race. Will we exchange gifts of peace or weapons of war?
Weapons. Definitely weapons. Like
Yeah.
these ones.
Ben 10, protector of Earth and wielder of the
My boy,
Omnitrix.
baby.
And the Green Lantern, Galactic Lawman and bearer of the Power Ring. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
This man really just formed a name. Okay, backing up on this Superman. That looks so weird seeing Ben turn Armadillo and then it's just his head on top of Armadillo's body. That still crazy. This man Green Lantern really pulled out a chair.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would.
It's still crazy. Green Lantern's whole power is based on his imagination. You could create anything he can imagine. The fact he was out of nowhere, just like, all right, I'm gonna make a chair. Like, could have made a battle axe, a warhammer, or anything else. This man decided to make a chair to slap him with.
And I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Benjamin Tennyson was just your average 10-year-old boy. He loved video games, hated school, and was prepared to have the most boring summer vacation ever until destiny fell from the sky. Upon discovering a strange crash-landed alien device, it stuck itself upon his wrist with secrets that it hid.
Now he's got superpowers. He's no ordinary kid. He's Ben 10.
See, he's got anodite genes, but we never actually saw Ben use any anodite powers. I think what was it explained that it was like more prominent in like the women's side of the family? But it's like I know we know male. Granted, there was a version of Ben like a future version of Ben where he actually did use anodite powers. So if Ben actually put time and effort into it, he probably could use anodite powers.
Now he's got superpowers. He's no ordinary kid. He's Ben 10. Sorry, Wiz. I just can't help
Yeah,
myself. That
kinda
theme song's so
stole it
damn
from that
catchy.
This
Yeah.
strange device was the Omnitrix, a portable library of intergalactic genetic data that can transform its user into a variety of different alien species.
Sounds like the perfect way to get freaky with some alien babes from all across the galaxy.
Well, you do you. But the cosmic warlord Vilgax had something different in mind. With the Omnitrix technology, he planned to create an army of superpowered aliens and conquer the universe.
Yeah, typical villain stuff. But old Hentai Face would have to wait, cause Ben got the watch first
Wait.
and became a superhero. Well, okay, first he burned down a forest, but then he got busy with the hero stuff.
The Omnitrix contains a built-in radio, universal translator, distress signal, a self-defense pulse blast against anyone trying to force it off Ben's wrist, and, as a bonus, it can tell time.
And whenever Ben comes across a new alien he'd like to cosplay, it can scan their DNA
Don't
so
forget
he
about
can
the fact
add
it can
them
bring
to
him
his
back to life if he
transformation
dies.
collection. And he's got a ton to choose from. He's got alien forms that can control the elements like lightning, water, ice, earth, and fire with his very first transformation ever, Heat Blast, along with some just beautiful fire puns.
I'm totally hot.
You gotta respect the classics.
As Forearms, he's strong enough to create shockwaves with mere punches. As Accelerate, he can run fast enough to dodge lightning. As Diamond Head, he can survive massive explosions like they were nothing. But if you prefer brains over brawn like myself, he can increase his intelligence with alien forms like Brainstorm, who has an IQ of 1 nonillion.
Dang.
That's a 1 followed by 30 zeros, and more than 3 octillion times greater than the highest recorded IQ in history.
He can fly as Jet Ray, duplicate himself with Ditto, and eat his feelings
Yeah, he can do
away
that
as
with Ditto, too.
Upchuck. Wiz, that's really not a healthy way to handle issues.
You know, you're right, Boomstick.
Yeah, he should really just stick to alcohol. And if he ever wants to suck for some reason, he's got Waka Trout, which is a fish with legs. And that's it.
Probably Ben's worst transformation, and that's saying a lot considering he has an alien literally named the Worst.
If old-timey horror movies are your thing, Ben can transform into every classic monster you...
Alright, hold up.
If old-timey horror movies are your thing,
Okay, I don't know about this one. I don't know. I've never been the biggest fan of this one. The Mummy one and the Werewolf one, which I forget their names. I love them, bro. Those were some of my favorite Ben transformations because it's just it feels like an old school horror movie or whatever. It was. I don't know, seeing Ben get those type of, especially the way he was turned into the werewolf one, bro. That was so clean. That didn't have to be like an automatic transformation. Instead, it'd be like a slow transformation into a werewolf. It was just so clean.
Alien literally named the Worst.
If old-timey horror movies are your thing, Ben can transform into every classic monster you can think of, because I guess zombies and werewolves were aliens all along. I knew it.
Through different forms, Ben can manipulate the fundamental forces of the universe, like gravity, radiation, time, and energy. Feedback, for instance, once absorbed the entirety of the Big Bang, and then fired it at a robot supervillain, creating a time loop and saving the universe.
Yeah, as he's got used to hero work, Ben's aliens started getting pretty insane. Like Waybig, who's basically a giant kaiju who can fire a cosmic ray from his chest, powerful enough to hurt a being made of pure energy. And let's not forget my personal favorite alien, Molestache. He's a mole who punches people with his mustache.
I didn't watch a whole bunch of Omniverse though. I did like
can't
Omniverse,
write
but I didn't
that.
watch a whole bunch.
Truly a fearsome addition to Ben's massive arsenal. But contrary to the show's very specific title, Ben's Omnitrix doesn't just have access to
Oh wait, this must be from the dang reboot Ben 10. I haven't watched that at all. Ever since I saw that clip of Alien X getting his butt whooped by 4 arms and some other aliens, I couldn't do it.
But contrary to the show's very specific title, Ben's Omnitrix doesn't just have access to 10 alien forms. In fact, it has 1,912.
He's no ordinary kid. He's Ben 1,912. Yeah, it doesn't quite roll off the tongue like Ben 10, does it? Well, let's see if I can take one of these babies for a spin.
Where did you get that?
Don't worry about it. Whoa!
Well, the Omnitrix does have one drawback. It usually has an automatic cooldown period for a few minutes between transformations, because overuse can permanently disfigure the user's DNA.
Alright, we're gonna say that 4 seconds earlier. If you'll excuse me, I need to pee out my face.
I'll fix this later. This cooldown would be a recurring issue for Ben until he discovered Master Control, a special code which, when input into the Omnitrix, just let him use it however he wanted.
And if he's ever on death's door, the watch will automatically pop him into whatever alien body it thinks he needs at the time to survive whatever's happening.
And there's one form that's almost always the best answer. Alien X. Born in the forge of creation beyond the multiverse itself, Alien X is a celestial sapien, the most powerful species in the universe.
He's basically a cosmic god who can punch planets to bits, fly faster than light, duplicate himself, control minds, use telekinesis, reverse time, warp reality, and even just straight up erase people from existence.
It takes a lot to get their attention, and that's fine. We don't want it.
Why not?
They could just blink, and we'd be gone.
Alien X is so tough, he survived the destruction of the entire universe by the Annihilarg and didn't feel a thing. Like, his durability was
And he
so through the
recreated
roof,
the
he
universe.
didn't even realize total cosmic annihilation was happening right on top of it.
Yeah, do you know how insane that is? The entire universe was completely wiped away, and Ben didn't even notice, because Alien X didn't notice. Ben didn't even know the universe got destroyed. Because he was inside Alien X at the time, still arguing with the dang voices inside, but he didn't even know it got destroyed. And then Alien X just I think he either blinked or waved his hand, and he just recreated it.
He didn't even realize total cosmic annihilation was happening right on top of him.
Based on rough estimates made by a NASA astrophysicist, the total mass energy of the universe in joules is 4,
Well, that doesn't seem very impressive.
followed by 69 zeros.
Oh, there it is.
And to top it off, Ben as Alien X went and just remade an entirely new universe identical to the old one.
First of all, how the hell? Second, since he just made a copy universe, that technically means that all those characters we watched through the whole show are still dead. Damn, dude! Throw somebody a bone or something.
However, celestial sapiens are composed of multiple personalities, and if they can't unanimously agree on what action to take, which can take billions of years, all that power is basically useless.
But Ben convinced his extra personalities that that's a really good.
According to one of the show's creators, Ben still needs to ask the personalities for permission. However, he has frequently been shown to take action immediately after transferring, so this appears to be a non-issue in most cases. Yeah, I think it's gotten to a point where he's just been like, just being upset. I think he's probably gotten so tired of their crap that he's just like, shut up and let me take the reins. I can't blame him. I would get tired of them too. Like, y'all are supposed to be the most powerful beings in the galaxy, in the whole universe, but y'all cannot make a decision on what to do. Like, what?
That power is basically useless.
But Ben convinced his extra personalities that that's a really goddamn stupid and he should have full control all the time, so it doesn't matter. Why doesn't he just go full Alien X all the time?
Well, a little variety doesn't hurt, right? Plus, even without his alien forms, Ben is pretty clever and has a knack for getting himself out of trouble, even when things get really weird.
And he's saved the universe more times than he can count. He's defeated Vilgax when he had the power of a Cthulhu god, ended the hybrid conspiracy, and whooped another celestial sapien, the Galactic Gladiator, by flying so fast he created a galaxy-sized black hole.
We can tell from the size of the black hole in relation to the galaxies in the background, as well as how long it took to create, that Alien X must have been flying approximately 7 quadrillion times faster than light speed.
I get it, Wiz. Alien X is totally overpowered, but Ben doesn't keep any of those powers as a human.
Not much of a problem when the Omnitrix can instantly transform him fast enough to catch the Big Bang. The only thing truly holding Ben back throughout his hero career was his immaturity, being a 10-year-old and all.
Oh yeah, like that one time he messed with the Omnitrix and accidentally set it to self-destruct. After charging up for a few days, it would destroy the whole universe on its own. So that's not great.
Fortunately, Ben grew into a reliable and wildly successful hero by the time he reached the age of 16. He would continue his hero work into the future, eventually adopting the name Ben 10,000. The world can rest easy with Ben 10 as its first and best line of defense.
6-6 and Volcanus? What are they doing here?
About to get their alien.
I will say though, yes, Ben can be very immature at times, a lot of times, especially when it comes to relationships. Yeah. Anyhow, never gonna forget him humbling Julie. But hey, you gotta say though, when Ben locks in, he locks in. If Ben decides you gotta go, you gotta go. I'm still never gonna forget when he put the. Look, there's two situations I'm never gonna forget. When Ben put the beat down on Agrigor after he killed. Well, after he did kill all those aliens to create that body of his. When he put the absolute beat down brace on Agrigor, only stopping because Gwen stopped him, and then remember when he was really ready to end Kevin. That boy saw Kevin absorbed all his powers and was like, yeah, he gotta go. He decided in that moment Kevin gotta go, and he almost did it too. With Ultimate Echo, he almost put Kevin down. Hey, but that also goes to show how strong Ultimate Echo is. The fact that he could easily take down Kevin with multiple aliens' powers while just using that one alien is still crazy.
6-6 and Volcanus? What are they doing here?
About to get their alien butts kicked. That's what. Going hero.
Hal Jordan was just your average, devilishly handsome ladies' man and hotshot test pilot who discovered a crash-landed alien ship in the desert. Okay, so maybe he's not so average.
I'll say he found this guy Abin Sur dying in a crashed spaceship who gave Hal a little green ring before kicking the bucket.
And so, by reciting an ancient oath, Hal Jordan would become a Green Lantern.
Gotta say though, that's a testament to how good of a person Hal is. He saw this random. Who knows if it was dangerous or not? It just saw. He probably had never seen an alien a day before in his life. Well, I mean, I guess it's possible because they probably knew Superman existed at the time. But the fact that he was just automatically willing to help out without knowing whether it was dangerous or not, that's a testament to how it is, definitely.
And so, by reciting an ancient oath, Hal Jordan would become a Green Lantern.
In brightest day and blackest night, no evil shall escape my sight. Let those who worship evil's might beware my power, Green Lantern, light!
Such a clean scene.
The Green Lantern Corps is a universe-spanning law enforcement organization founded by the immortal Malthusians, also known as the Guardians of the Universe.
Hey, there's Space Oompa Loompas!
More like leprechauns.
Okay, fine, whichever mythical creature you want.
No, I mean, a group of them traveled to Earth centuries ago and literally evolved into modern-day leprechauns.
What? I knew they were real!
Anyway, the Green Lantern Corps has patrolled the known universe for 3 billion years, recruiting members of every shape and size.
Including a living planet, a sentient smallpox virus, some guy with an exploding volcano for a head, a living math equation, and a squirrel. Man, even after all these years, Wiz, comics are weird.
Imagine what it felt like for Hal when he began training on the Guardian homeworld Oa. Over time, he grew to be one of the core...
Okay. I don't mean to keep pausing so much, but I know a lot of people don't like the Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern movie. I'm pretty sure including him himself. But personally, I actually like the movie. Like, obviously it's not the greatest movie in the world, but I actually did like the movie.
For Hal when he began training on the Guardian homeworld Oa. Over time, he grew to be one of the Corps' greatest members and defender of the universe.
I love this
Just with that
series,
ring of
though.
his,
One of my
it
favorite
might
series
look
growing
tiny,
up.
but if Mjolnir, Yoda, and years of therapy have taught me anything, it isn't the size that counts. It's what you do with it.
Right. The Green Lantern Power Ring is actually one of the most impressive weapons ever made. It's most well known for its ability to create hardened light constructs that function identically to what they're inspired by. Anything from boxing gloves to machine guns to an entire solar system. While a ring's wielder must be familiar with the object they're creating, they don't necessarily need to know all the ins and outs for it to function.
The ring's energy can boost Hal's strength and speed, and also protect him with a force field. He can shoot lasers, phase through objects, turn invisible, read minds, heal wounds, and fly through space faster than light.
The only true limit to a Power Ring's utility is its user's imagination, insofar as allowing the Green Lanterns to bend the rules of the universe to their whims. They can transmute matter and energy, manipulate time, form pocket dimensions, and warp the fabric of reality.
And even though Abin Sur went out like a bitch, the ring makes a competent Green Lantern really tough to kill. It has built-in defenses to protect against mind control, and it can sometimes yank its owner out of harm's way all on its own.
It can even defend against multiversal erasure events, like when Kilowog survived the Crisis on Infinite Earths.
That's right, this guy tanked a freaking retcon to the face. Whatever's in these rings, I want it in my dune buggy stat.
That would be pure, unfiltered willpower.
Yeah, how many miles to the gallon you think that is?
Okay, well, a Green Lantern's ability stems from their own willpower. The stronger their will is, the more their ring can do.
So if willpower is green, does that make fear brown?
Yellow, actually, as dictated by the emotional electromagnetic spectrum, an energy field from which all emotion in the universe is derived.
Kinda like if the Force from Star Wars was a rainbow of feelings, and Hal's got more willpower busting out than anybody else, which makes him really damn powerful, and really damn reckless.
Green Lantern's got this.
Yeah, I'm listening. Just get jumped.
His enormous power has led to his possession by Parallax, an entity of fear, and caused entire planets to fall. But it's been said that knowing true fear made Hal's will even stronger than before.
Like when he went up against this blue dickweed Krona, who took control of all these space animal gods that embodied the different rainbow spectrum emotions.
Including Ion, the green basking shark of willpower. Yes, I know. Hal was able to overturn Krona's plan, which meant overpowering the literal embodiment of all willpower in the universe with his own willpower.
That sounds, impressive?
Impossible?
Impressible?
Yeah.
Hal's been knocked through a planet, blasted by a supernova, and punched by the reality-shattering Superboy Prime.
He was fast enough to fly to Earth from a planet at...
He got punched by Superboy Prime and survived. He tagged Flash and Zoom. Punched Sinestro hard enough to shatter reality. Restored the magnetic force of the universe. Broke the entire universe in a heartbeat. Okay, Ben might be cooked. Okay, maybe Ben might be cooked. Like, yeah, Ben might actually be cooked. Especially if he doesn't know Alien X right away. It's like, ooh. But granted, they gotta explain how they gonna get past the fact that the Omnitrix, I know they said the Omnitrix automatically would change him into an alien to depict before in case he's about to die, but I thought the Omnitrix had a literal failsafe for if he died. Like, I could have sworn I remember hearing the Omnitrix had a literal failsafe that would literally bring him back to life if he died. I could have sworn I remember saying that. So what I'm saying is, if that is a thing, how would Hal be able to get past that? But granted, he can. I mean, I don't know. We about to find out.
By the reality-shattering Superboy Prime.
He was fast enough to fly to Earth from a planet at the edge of the universe. And factoring how DC's observable universe is at least 100 trillion light years in diameter, Hal must have been flying well over 1.5 quintillion times the speed of light. And without the ring, Hal once had to pilot a ship traveling over light speed manually. As in, there were planets and stars in his way, and Hal had to steer.
And Since he can match the god of willpower, he can pull off crazy will feats that other Green Lanterns have done, like when Kyle Rayner held back a Big Bang.
But to be fair, the power ring is not perfect. It does carry a finite charge, and should he expend too much energy too quickly, he'll need his power battery to refuel.
Also, if his opponent can ruin his willpower, or even just his belief in himself, Hal won't be able to use the ring, which is lame.
Yeah, these powers are pretty complex. Batman once had a plan to trick Kyle into thinking he was blind, and because he believed he was, the ring reacted to his thoughts and actually made him blind.
But Hal's too badass to let a little sadness take him out for good. Hell, he's got the cojones to arrest God. But Wiz, I gotta address the yellow elephant in the room. Why the hell are Green Lanterns weak to yellow?
Ages ago, yeah.
Who said what now? A yellow lamp? What? I thought it was just like Yellow Lantern powers. They're actually weak to anything yellow? Okay, Ben just turned into a yellow alien. You good?
Why the hell are Green Lanterns weak to yellow?
Ages ago, yes, the Green Lanterns couldn't affect anything yellow because Parallax had messed with their power source, but that is no longer the case, so Hal isn't held back by colors. And really, that's not even the worst weakness a Green Lantern ever had.
Oh yeah, way back in the day, a Green Lantern went rogue and tried to take over a planet of people with crude wooden weapons. And so as a great little FU, the gods decided to make him weak to wood right before the blows started landing. Ah, good thing it's not a problem for Hal. Whether it be brightest day or blackest night, all should respect the emerald light of the Green Lantern. Or he'll willpower you to death, apparently.
Give up? Please say no.
You'll never catch me, Lantern.
Bang.
Dang.
All right,
Here we
the
go.
combatants are set, and we've run the data.
Alright. Now we're gonna compile them and make our own assessment before we even get into the actual fight. It's like everything my mind wants to give to Ben, but I'm pretty sure Green Lantern got this. Like after everything they listed off, I was ready to give it to Green Lantern. Also, the fact he survived the punches from Superboy Prime. That in itself is enough for me to say Green Lantern got it. But dang, I just want to see what. I need to look it up again to find out if they just didn't mention it. Alright, because I could have sworn I remember the Omnitrix had an actual failsafe where if Ben actually died and it would just bring him back to life. I'm gonna have to look up on my own again. Yeah, I want to say Green Lantern got it, bro.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
But first,
That's not saying I couldn't.
Hey, I'm
be
Chad, I play Boomstick.
I'm Ben, and I'm sick.
Yep. But we did want to tell you guys about our event that we put on every year called RTX in Austin, Texas. Panels and
Whole panel as a question or second.
Yep. .com.
I hope not.
death battle!
Hold up.
It's probably a good idea.
It's time for a death battle!
Alright, here we go. Oh. Accelerate!
Hello! Green Lantern, best looking
Oh,
guardian
you-
of Sector
oh, you using
2814
Kid Ben?
at your service.
I can give you 10 good reasons right now to let me go.
Oh, hold on. We using Kid Ben? We not even. Well, I guess Kid Ben is the one in the thumbnail. No, Kid Ben I should expect that. But still, I feel like if you're using Teenage Ben since that's when he was at his most powerful. If they don't give Ben access to all the aliens that he had later on, like Alien X, I'm gonna lose it.
14 at your service.
I can give you 10 good reasons right now to let me go.
Sorry, kid. Seems you're carrying a Class A galactic superweapon. I'll just take this.
Dang.
Okay, that's interesting.
You're not the first doofus to try to take this. It's hero time.
Okay. Okay. Oh, straightforward.
Lights out, Punchy.
Dang.
Come on, kid. Let's stop this before it gets heated.
Too late.
supernova? Several, actually.
Ha! You're so lame. I bet I could even beat you as gray matter.
What? I didn't mean literally.
I'm just like,
Cute.
Ew! I stepped in loser.
dang. Oh, strike the alien. Oh, dang. Okay. I know. I'm trying to try not to pause again, but I do wonder if they're gonna adapt the fact that technically doesn't then have an alien stronger than Alien X. 'Cause, like, doesn't he have the ability to combine Alien X with Clockwork? I'm pretty sure I remember hearing something that he could, like, oh, was it Atomic X? It was something like the Atomics or something like that. It might have been that. Oh yeah, they didn't even mention Atomics. That I think it's like they can combine him and Alien X. He can combine and make them like double even stronger than normal Alien X. Just saying.
This is Alien X. He controls all of reality. This is over.
Dang!
I don't care what kind of power you got. Brightest day and blackest night. No evil shall escape my sight. Let those who worship evil's might beware my power. Green Lantern's light!
Well, dang! Oh, big reversed.
I don't care what kind of power.
Reality includes time.
Time, huh? Thanks for the tip.
You're not the first doofus to try to take this.
Well, dang.
It's hero time.
Ew, I stepped in loser. Oh, it hurts to laugh. Don't ask.
KO!
Well,
Oh, I'm pissed. There is no way they just did Ben like that. He went back in time, all the way back to that ink. Like, I know he can travel through time, obviously he can affect time and stuff like that. He went back in time and cut off Ben's wrist so he couldn't use. First of all, I feel like that kind of wouldn't matter because like the Omnitrix will still turn Ben into the ethical alien he needs. It's like we literally know. Literally, those episodes where Ben had his arm, his wrist severed, he could still transform into aliens. So there's no saying that Omnitrix is There's no saying that Omnitrix failsafe wouldn't still kick in. And another thing, if he's going back in time, there's nothing saying Alien X wouldn't follow him back in time. But there's nothing stopping Alien X from just following him back in time and stopping him from doing that. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Y'all can see this was looking like a good death battle. I was getting good explanations of their powers and everything like that. Then y'all go and play. The fight was good and everything. Then y'all do this. That was completely unfair, bro. That was, oh my god, no. Bro, no. That was not it, bro. That was not it. There was multiple reasons why that shouldn't have even worked, bro. I was expecting an all-out brawl, and top that off, when you really think about it, he didn't even use some of Ben's strongest feats. Like, the fact that he, like, I could have sworn, I'm about to look it up, bro. I'm actually about to look it up right now. I'm so mad. I'm about to look it up. I swear I remember hearing that Ben could combine Alien X with an alien. Let me see. Combine. Can he combine aliens? Yes, Ben 10 can combine aliens. I thought so. Now, who was it? I swear it was an alien that fused in. Oh, I found, yeah, Atomic X. Yeah, this dude. Yes, I hope y'all can see him. But yeah, this dude. This is what I'm talking about. Pretty he's even stronger than normal Alien X. Let me see. Let me just look it up. How strong is Atomic X? Oh. Atomic X is immensely powerful, capable of multi-solar system destruction, but it's actually... Oh, he's weaker than Alien X. Oh, diluted by Atomic King. That's still overpowered though. He uses them because he doesn't have to worry about all the voices in his head and he just can automatically use them. That is still crazy. But still, that's not how that should have ended, bro. No, I am thoroughly pissed. You mean to tell me he really just went back in time and called Ben Riss and that was it? And it's not that we're not gonna talk about the fact that the Haldoran just murdered the child. We're not gonna talk about that. We're not gonna skip over the fact that he just murdered the child. We're not gonna skip over that, bro. Like not even like by accident. He intentionally went back and murdered a child, bro. I feel like that's out of character for Hal. I still feel like he still was trying to find some way to get the Omnitrix off him or try to restrain Ben or something like that, bro. Not murder him. Let me just see what they try to say about this.
That's another minor on our board of death.
Ben's absurd versatility and ingenuity put up a stellar fight, but Hal had the tools and skills he needed to ensure
Ben has shown to use hyper transformations such as in future timelines, but these are not easily accessed with his standard arsenal when he changed the verdict. Why did you give him just his standard arsenal? Like, I kind of figured they would give him everybody at their peaks, so man, why is Ben even a little kid here? It's like, this is like the most, y'all took the most inexperienced version of Ben and put him his Green Lantern. Why didn't, like, y'all literally acknowledged, like, Ben from Ben 10 Alien Force and Ultimate Alien multiple times, but y'all didn't decide to use that version for this fight, or even Ben 10 Omnitrix, obviously, because that's probably the strongest version of Ben. Like, he didn't have, like, he had access to so many more aliens. Way more aliens in Omnitrix than he does in. And y'all didn't even use half of the aliens that Ben has access to. Y'all used Forearms, Heat Blast, Way Big, Alien X. And we obviously saw Accelerate, but that he wasn't even really in the fight. He just got stopped. But that's really all he did. He didn't use none of it. He has aliens way stronger than that before he even gets to Alien X. Y'all didn't use none of them. This fight coming.
and ingenuity put up a stellar fight, but Hal had the tools and skills he needed to ensure a victory.
While the Omnitrix's millions of aliens is just nuts, he could only ever use one at a time, while Hal always has access to all of his powers.
Even with the flexibility of Master Control, this meant Ben was always playing catch-up. Not a great position to be in considering Green Lantern's might.
Ben's Diamond Head form was tough, sure, but he wasn't surviving a planet
It does technically have defense against removing limits. What was that one what was that one dude with the little hatchet that severed Ben's arms, and I think it sent Ben to the null dimension, I think it was called, but Ben's hand was like still crawling around and junk. Technically, this still counts as his hand being severed, right? Cause like I know it's like it was almost still connected. He could still feel his hand and everything. So maybe that's why, but still, I feel like the Omnitrix would have some type of failsafe. That failsafe would still kick in. Like, isn't the whole point is the fact that the failsafe would kick in the moment it felt like Ben was about to die? So I feel like, you know, him about to lose the Omnitrix would be pretty close to him about to die, and the failsafe would kick in. And it would probably automatically turn him back into Alien X. Turn that version, that past version of Ben back into Alien X. So I don't understand how this makes sense.
Prince might.
Ben's Diamond Head form was tough, sure, but he wasn't surviving a planet exploding in his face. Accelerate was wicked fast, but not fast enough to cross the universe in an hour. And Way Big was really strong, but he didn't hit as hard as a supernova.
Hal simply outclassed.
He blasted to create a supernova. What do you mean? I'm pretty sure he's got plenty of aliens. But the problem is y'all restricting it just to those main aliens. We're not seeing him talking about he ain't got aliens that's way stronger that can easily survive that.
Big was really strong, but he didn't hit as hard as a supernova.
Hal simply outclassed all of Ben's options, except for one.
Yeah, how the hell did Hal beat Alien X?
Hal's ability to kill Mandrak proves his rank can damage higher dimensional beings beyond even celestial sapiens. While a Ben 10 creator claimed Alien X could destroy a multiverse in 6 thoughts, this is not supported in canon, most likely a joke. How is it not supported in canon? He literally recreated a universe in a thought. Like, he put no effort into he survived. He put no effort into surviving a universe being destroyed and put no effort into creating a universe. So there's nothing saying he wouldn't be beyond, way beyond universal. Like, if he put that little effort just into recreating a universe, there's nothing saying he wouldn't be way stronger further than that. Oh, sorry, I'll be right back. Hold on. I'll be right back, y'all. Alright, y'all, sorry about that. My family is making noise in the background. I got distracted by that. Anyhow. But yeah, I really don't see there's anything saying that Alien X couldn't destroy a multiverse in 6 thoughts. Like, what proof is there that Alien X couldn't do that? Sure, maybe there's not enough proof that he could, but there's nothing saying he couldn't either. Like I said, he literally recreated a universe with no effort whatsoever. So what's saying he couldn't go beyond Universal if he isn't already shown to be beyond Universal?
That thing is basically omnipotent.
Well, not exactly. Celestial Sapiens are extremely powerful, but they can be beaten in battle and have failed in the past. Like the time Alien...
You're not gonna sit here and say... You're not gonna sit here and say that when literally the only one who could beat a Celestial Sapien in a battle was another Celestial Sapien. It was Are y'all hearing this? It literally took another Celestial Sapien to beat him, but y'all saying it's because they can be beat? Yeah, by another one of themselves. Or someone who's on the exact same power level as them.
Extremely powerful, but they can be beaten in battle and have failed in the past. Like the time Alien X recreated the universe. He only did that because he couldn't stop it from being destroyed in the first place.
What? Do you mean because he couldn't? Yeah, go back on the episode and correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't Ben not even notice the universe got destroyed because he was inside Alien X? Please correct me if I'm wrong. Please tell me if I'm misremembering. I could have sworn Ben did not even know the universe got destroyed until somebody told him. So how could you sit there and say that Alien X couldn't or didn't stop the universe being destroyed if he didn't even really realize? Because guess what? Ben was still arguing with them in there. So even if he did know, he probably still couldn't do nothing about it because he still got to convince them to move. So literally, if Ben had full control of Alien X right then and there, he probably could have stopped it right there and there. Literally, the moment that little black sphere down there would have started, he probably would have hit that. Stop. Then would have just went back in and it was been good. Y'all not gonna sit here and lie like this, man.
Alien X could definitely match a lot of Hal's power, but Hal had defenses against all of X's. Mind control? The ring protects Hal's head. Mess with time? Hal can do that too. Trying to wipe him from existence? Please, Green Lanterns can survive an entire universe being erased.
Likewise, Alien X has never shown any defenses against the same kinds of things that Hal could replicate, like mind control, transmutation, and time manipulation. Ben and his alien forms put up a great fight, and Alien X is easily one of the most powerful combatants we've ever seen on Death Battle. However, Hal had the speed, versatility, and literal willpower necessary to claim his victory.
Guess you could say Hal was definitely the ringer for this fight. Oh, Wiz, don't be green with envy. That pun was 10 out of Ben.
The winner is Green Lantern.
Boom.
I'm Sam. He's Louis.
Bull, y'all. I don't even want to give this video a like. I'm so mad. I don't even want to give this video a like. I'm still gonna do it because the fight was still cool up until the point where he. But and I liked all the explanations, stuff like that. But up until that point, I'm liking it up to that point. That's all I'm liking for. Like, okay, like I know I was already saying I'm pretty sure Green Lantern could have won. Y'all let me know in the comment section below if y'all actually think Alien X would have won that against Green Lantern in an actual fair fight. But for what if they were all the things we're listing off, I was thinking something like that you could win, but not like that. Not like that. Not like that at all. And like I said, I'm pretty sure, but I still gotta go back and look at it. I'm pretty sure Dalmatrix had a literal failsafe where if Ben died, it could just bring him back. So, there's nothing saying Ben couldn't just be an Alien X and wear. Cause I'm pretty sure. Cause how long does it take? I don't remember how long did it take for Ben's Omnitrix to wear out. If anything, when it comes to Alien X, every time the Omnitrix is getting ready to wear out, Alien X probably could just rewind the wear out time or whatever. Anyhow, bro. Actually, after what we went anywhere, I want to see what the comments are saying about this. 6 years, this comic is still a war zone. Yeah. The omniscience can react as fast as the Big Bang. Thank you! I even forgot they said that. The omniscience can react as fast as the Big Bang, but he can't react fast enough to get his arm snipped off by space scissors. Like what? Exactly. Like y'all are already trying to say Diamond Head can't survive the Strike Planet, but you mean to tell me you trying to think he can't survive some scissors trying to cut off the Omnitrix? Green Lantern survive whole universe being thank you, Bane can also survive this. Oh god, oh god, oh god, we all turned the rap for this. Let me tell you something, Death Battle. Like what? Oh wait, this is false. I didn't even know about this fact. You referred to another character, Kevin. Okay. Oh, okay, that's what he was going for. Yeah. That doesn't matter for Ben. Okay, I didn't know they were talking. I didn't know he was mentioning Kevin when he did this. That's another thing. They still had Ben using the prototype Omnitrix. They literally still had Ben using the prototype Omnitrix. They didn't have him using the thing Omnitrix he had an Omniverse, which is the real thing. Like what? I bet that's their logic. So that means they really sat here. Because technically speaking, I don't think the prototype Omnitrix had these failsafes, did it? Yeah, I don't think the prototype Omnitrix had all these failsafes. The one in the Omniverse did. That's why they didn't have him using that. They sat there and chose the weakest version of Ben. See, y'all about to sit here and make me think Ben could have actually won that if they had sat there and used the weakest version of him. You see, the reason why they used Ben as a kid, not a teenager, is because they couldn't find any teenage Ben sprites. Wait, what? Which they considered with Howls, and since most of Ben's aliens were taken from the computer game, and because of the budget they had at the time, they could only make Alien X the Green Lantern sprites. Oh, okay. Okay, that makes a little more sense, but that does make a little more sense. But could they not still manage to get the regular Omnitrix on there? But it is what it is, though. But still, they didn't do that great job for the ending fight. Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot he could do that. I forgot he could literally turn himself into Echo. Split himself up and then have them all turn into different aliens because he can like turn them back to human and they can all use different aliens. I forgot about that. So he could have like 15 different Alien X's. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I see why this fight's so controversial now. I genuinely thought everybody was tripping from it as I'm watching the video. I thought this was actually about to be a really good fight, but no, I see what the controversy's for, bro. Overall, personally, I do actually kind of think Green Lantern could have won that, but not that way. Not that way at all. Let me go ahead and end this video before I make this thing an hour long talking, because I will. This is going to be the end of this video. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, be sure to like, subscribe, comment down below what y'all see me react to next time. Until next time, y'all. See ya.